Morning, Tracy. How are you, darling? Are you okay? Oh, Yogi thinks I'm talking to him again because he's a dipstick. Are you okay? Are you melting? I'm melting. I am struggling in this heat. Morning, Pauline. How are you doing, darling? Are you melting like everybody else? It's a bit much, isn't it? Definitely is a bit hot. It is hot, hot, hot. I don't know about you lot, but I'm kind of struggling with it. Glad the weather's cooled down. Tracy, we've had no rain. It is as hot this morning, but grey, as it was yesterday, because we have had no rain. Honestly, I would kill for a thunder and lightning storm at the moment to get rid of this. Don't you agree, Pauline? No, we had nothing. Absolutely nothing. No thunderstorm. We had lightning. Morning, Debbie. I hope everything's okay with you, darling. We had lightning. We had a massive lightning show last night. It was beautiful, but no rain. Sat doing the run of beans, but it's very, very hot. It is, isn't it, Pauline? It's unbearably hot. It was heaven. I tell you what, Tracy, I should be tempted to go and stand out in the rain when it actually does do it down here. It is so bad. It's so hot. I just don't know what to do with myself. It's not good. But there you go. So, apart from the rain, he gave out 2 catalogues. Brilliant. Well done. That's really good. Oh, Pauline, run of beans. Lovely, with grated cheese on, popped under the grill. It's my favourite meal, that is. Run of beans with grated cheese popped under the grill. That's an amazing meal. Yeah, it was horrible, wasn't it, Tracy? I barely slept. And I find it really hard to sleep without that, my weighted blanket. And, of course, it's too hot to have that on. So, yeah, no, barely slept. But there you go. You did stand in the rain. Good for you, Tracy. Oh, wish we'd had some rain down here. Shirley, have you had any rain? What a thing to be talking about. Have you had any rain? Are we all that desperate for some rain? But there you go. I'd have loved some rain. There will be a bag for you. Oh, thank you, Pauline. I shall look forward to those. That'll be my tea later. Right, so this is specially for Baz, and she's not here. I wonder if I tag her. Let's see if I can write a comment a minute at BHA. No, it's not letting me tag her, which is such a shame, because this is specially for Baz. But there you go. Right, so I'm going to turn the camera down and around. Trouble with my bra strap. Turn the camera down and around, all right? And Baz requested that we did a scrapbook page with Timeless Tropical. So today I've done a scrapbook page, and I've got the new die cutting machine to show you. So I'm going to turn the camera down and around. Hang on. Right, so let's go. Ready, down and around. Are you down? There we go. Okay. Are we enough? Is that better? I don't know if you're going. I might have to take the thing up a bit more so you can see the whole page. Can you see the page? Yeah, it's pretty much in shot actually, so I'm happy with that. So this is a 12 by 12 page. So I'm going to put this light on, which is not going to help the heat on this bit of the room, but there you go. So this is a 12 by 12 page. This is me and my best buddy. She's the girl that always goes on holiday with me. This is my friend Mel. Mel lives in Tintagel in Cornwall, and I met Mel 2004. So we, you know, so yeah. So this is me and Mel. This is on holiday in the Mediterranean several years ago. And that's how far I am behind on my scrapbooking. But that's as much as I'm going to say. Okay. So this is my scrapbook page. So I'm going to show you how I've done it, because there is, it looks really full on, but it's not. It's all stamping. I haven't used any pretty paper. And if you'll notice, they're in circles. Can you see they're in circles? A circle shape. And I'm going to show you how to do your circle shape and how to kind of infill it and not be afraid to overstamp, because you can see there is overstamping. You see the pineapple is overstamped here. The leaves are a bit overstamped. And it's kind of building up a collage and you know, and making it pretty, really. I've used a few retired gems. I've used the die cutting machine to add some 3D elements using the flowers. I didn't want to bring any other elements in, really. If I move that up, you can see the bottom one. So we've still got a little bit of white space. As I said, white space scares me. I don't particularly like my photo being on camera either. Morning, Kit. Yes, to your message yesterday, when I'm coming your way, I'll drop you a text. So, you know, it's kind of yuck, my photo on camera, but hey ho. So, yeah, so this is what we're doing today. I can't even remember where. That was on a coach going to Rome, I think. Or we could have been in a minibus, actually. I'm not quite sure. And this is in, this was in a Stamping Up meeting on board the cruise ship. That much I do remember. They are all dated, actually, in my tin that I got them from. And I hate being in front of the camera, so it's really hard for me to find 4 photos. So that's our page. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it, and I've got 2 more photos out. So I have found 2 more photos to be able to do it. All right, so, but I am going to obviously have to put this to one side. You look lovely. You are very photogenic. Yeah, right. I was skinnier there. But there we go, Kit. That was the first holiday after the breakup. Yes, loads. Oh, you had loads of rain, Shirley. We haven't had any. My garden, I'm watering the garden every night, and honestly, we could really do with some rain, if nothing else, than to break this heat, because it is unbearable. But there you go. Right, so I have got a cup of tea, because obviously tea cools you in the summer and warms you in the winter, so they say. Right, so I'm going to pop this to one side, and I've got a 12 by 12 sheet. Let's turn that over. Got a manky edge, but I'll go with it. I carry very little 12 by 12. So you want to know how I did the circles? It's really technical, okay? Really, really technical. Right, I'm just going to think about where I'm going to put my next 2 photos, because they're kind of both that way. It's got some stuff on them. So I kind of want them like that, I think. So this is how I did my circles. I bet that was beautiful, wasn't it, Shirley, with Holly getting absolutely soaked in the rain. I bet it was so refreshing. Right, so this is how I did my circles. Okay. Right, I'm going to have it coming straight through that one there. So I'm going to take my... Oi! Sorry, Yogi's having a funny 5 minutes. So I've got a plate... And I'm just going to draw around the edge very gently. I'm not pressing down. I just need the guide, okay? So I'm going to have that one going like that. This one, I'm going to have it like that this time. So I'm going to have it coming right down to the bottom edge of the paper and there. Okay, so again, we're going to have that one like that. So it's going to be a bit of both. That one's going to be like that. Right, and I think... because we're doing the rule of 3. Right, so move those. Whoops. I'm going to put Yogi out in a minute. He's being incredibly naughty. I'm sure he knows. Do you want to go to bed? Don't answer me back. Do you want to go to bed? Be a good boy or you'll go to bed. What's the bets? He doesn't listen to me. Right, so. Sorry about that, guys. So I've got 3 circles. All right. And then it is literally a case of just stamping. So I'm going to start with my biggest stamp, okay, which is the big flower from the set. Sorry, hands are not working great today, so I'm having troubles opening opening things. Right, so I'm just going to ink it up, and this is random. Okay. There is no rhyme nor reason to where I'm stamping it, okay? And this is a really easy way to create scrapbook layouts, okay? Oh, let's have another one coming off the page there. Don't forget, you can go off the page as well. Right, while I've got that open, oh, there's people the other side of the road. You want to see them? Honestly, they're like a pair of guard dogs, all 2 foot high of them. Right, okay, so I've got 2 flowers to cut for in a minute, okay, to show you the machine. Oi! Right. So I'm going to pop that one to one side. If he carries on, he is... Right, hang on. He's just going out. Out. Right, that's it. He's out the door. Right, peace and quiet again now. Right, he's out the door. Right, so I'm just going to add in some of the pink ones. This is Magenta Madness. So the first one was Flirty Flamingo. Okay, and you can see I'm over stamping them. Okay. Move your page around if you find that easier. Pop one up there. And I'm not rigidly sticking to the circle. I kind of am filling in the space, but I don't want to, I still want the the circle shape to be there, but I'm not desperately sticking to it because I need that those extra bits. Right, let's grab another piece of scrap, and I'm going to stamp 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay, so I'm doing my extra stamping while I'm building my page as well. So now we've got a bit of Granny Apple Green. So this is a really bright page. It would look really good done in subtles. Right, I'm going to add some leaves in, and I'm going to kind of double stamp and stamp off. I'll have one there. Like that. Now in the die cuts there are palm tree leaves. Do I want that there? Yeah, let's pop that one there. We'll have those there. And other sorts of some other sorts of leaves as well. So there's lots of variation. Right, I'm turning my page around because it will be easier for me to stamp. Right, I'm going to have that one coming there like that. Okay, and I know that's kind of filled in that gap, but that's fine. You can still see that it is, you've still got the circular shapes. Right, let's have a little bit of green down here, I think. Again, like that. Okay. Right, do I want another flower? Right, let's just stamp some leaves. I'm going to think about this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 leaves extra stamped. Oops. Okay. Don't forget, if you're not happy with something, you can always go back and add more to it, but you can't take it away. okay? So I have used my pineapple on the last one, and it's a great little infill. And I've got, and then I've got 2 other stamps from a different set, which I will show you because I needed some extra infill. Right, so we've got a bit of Mango Melody going on here now, okay? And I'm going to have my pineapple like that, a couple of pineapples. They're really cute, actually. There is a die cut for these as well, filling in some of those gaps. And it is about infilling like that. Have some of the leaves there. Right, I think I'm going to put another, I'm going to put one up here. Right, coming up there, okay. And I'm going to add an extra flower in there and there. And then I'm going to infill a bit, okay. So I'm going to grab my Magenta Madness again and my flower. And this time, before I stamp them, I'm going to stamp off, okay? So I don't stamp off on my page. Take that there, and I'll stamp that one there. And I'll stamp off and stamp that one there. So I've infilled, okay? And stuck my finger in the ink pad. I don't ever have, do you know what, Shirley? I love scrapbooking, and it's something I don't do enough of. It's really wonderful to do, and this is a great way to do it. But I also like doing my pocket pages as well. Do you know what? I've got a gap here, look. Massive gap. Right, we'll have a pineapple coming off there. And a leaf. Double do it. There you go. Right, so there was enough ink on there that I could just redo those. Oh, and look, I've got a gap here. Right, stamped off flower, I think, in there, like that. Okay, right, so we're gradually building up. So now I kind of haven't got any big gaps, all right? So from, let me see if I can find the stamp set, because I did put it to one side to show you. This is Framed for You, which is in the catalogue. It jumped out at me because of this, which you can cut out with your layering squares, okay, and I like the frame. But also it's a really great infill stamp set for anything you're doing. It's got really cute flowers, some pine cones, kind of a textured bit. So it could be wood, it could be sea, and a couple of really great leaves. So I'm going to use this one and this one today, okay, out of this set. So I've got Coastal Cabana. I've lost one of you. I'm not sure who I've lost. Must be boring somebody. Hoover board. Who ran away from me? It's not nice, is it? Right, I'm just going to add some of these bits in. Okay. And I'm over stamping. I'm going to kind of, I want my stem to go the same way. I want to add that extra colour in. It's sometimes easier to turn your page than to turn the stamp. Get that in there like that. Let's have one coming up there. And a bag there, a stamp even. Let's have one there. Quite fancy one coming up there. Let's have one coming up there. And up there, it's going around the edge of that leaf. Have one coming this way. And out from behind the hibiscus. The hibiscus are my favourite flowers. You know, when you go abroad, they always look so beautiful. There's one there. Okay. You haven't all melted yet. Right. I think that's a pretty evenly spaced colour. And now we're going to add in some little flowers, okay? So I've got a bit of Calypso coral and the tiny flower. Let's pop those to one side. I'm just going to add in some extra little flowers. Just to fill in some of those little gaps. Might have one there, might have a couple there actually. Don't forget you can over stamp, have 2 or 3, so you could have a little cluster. Like that. Have a couple there. Well, that space is crying out for some. One there, perhaps one there. Now the secret to this is knowing when to stop, okay? And that happens to be something that I kind of find really hard. It's a bit like clean and simple. I'm quite happy to go overboard and you know, keep going, but I kind of am happy with that. I'm just checking that my circles are complete all the way around. Okay, yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. Right, I've got one last bit of stamping to do, but I can't do that till after I've put the pictures on. Okay, so I can place my pictures now. Now, I don't want to cut anything off this because we were at this beautiful place in Cannes. Actually, the water looked disgusting, but that's where we were. Right, so, and that one was going to go like that up there. So we've got white space and not white space. Or like that. I might turn it round a minute, hang on, because I kind of like that and that. Right, so, okay, layouts, guys. So this way, what do you reckon? And then I'm going to have my sentiment down there, because I'm having a sentiment on this. What do you reckon? I kind of like that. Though that's the lighter photo. Tell you what. Right, have we got any comments on which way round these should go? What do you reckon? No comments. Has anybody commented? Right, while you're thinking about it, if you like it this way, send me some hearts. While you're thinking about it, I'm going to round my corners on my photographs, and I'm using our corner rounder in our triple punch. I didn't do that one very well. There we go. Pop that in. Picks put the other way. Right, so some of you are saying this way. Right, so we've got hearts for this way, okay? Or thumbs up for that way. So hearts for the pond one here. Looking at what you can see on the screen at the moment. I like it that way because this is a heavier photo. So it's more balanced being further. The colour is heavier, so it's more balanced being down the page. I kind of am going with this way. I like this way. Right, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And my sentiment says, our friendship is timeless, because mine and Mel's friendship is timeless. So I've got my, the sentiment is from the Timeless Tropical. I'll make sure I've got it up the right way. There you go. Our friendship is timeless. So that's the stamping on this done. Right, so before I stick my photos, I'm going to move this to one side now. Okay. And grab this one. So I hope you can all see this. Open it up. So this is the machine. Okay. Which is lovely to use, actually. It's very smooth. If I turn it around that way. It's very smooth, so it folds up, whoops, like that, okay? So that's what it looks like. It's very smooth. Those drop down. Very sturdy. It's on the I like it, okay? So I've got a little bit of a top tip for you. It comes with lots of plates. So it comes with your base plate and your adapter for using with thin dies, and then it comes with two clear plates. And I have written, I hope you can see, I've written cutting on one, okay, all right, and top on the other, okay. Now this, although it's got indents in it from the dies, it's this is not cut. It's just indents. This has been, you can see this is cut. Look at that clear plate, all newly cut, okay? So I'm always going to know which is my cutting plate, okay? So I'm just going to line those up like that. Grab this one. Actually, if I take those bits off, I tell you what, I'm going to pop that through that way. Right, let's just get our dies. Right, now I've got to work out which way round this is. That is that way, I think. No. Excuse me while I just talk to myself and twizzle the die around and around. Right, okay, so that's that one there. Then I'm going to grab this one. Let's push that up. Grab that one. No, that's not that one either. No. Do you know what? You could pick this up if you were on your own at home, and it would be right first time. When you're on camera, no, not a chance. Right, so I'm going to pop that through, and I'm just going to wind. It's really smooth. It doesn't make that awful noise the Big Shot made. Okay. Straight through, die cut first time. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's pop this one back on there. Now in theory, as I stamped them the same way, I thought I'd stamp them the same way. Going round and round here. Right, that's that one. Let's pop that one down. Right, let's line that back up. I'll feed it back through. Morning, Diana. Right. Now we've done that one, I can really get cracking on the leaves as well. So I'll move that one up. Oops. I twisted that round. Right, okay. Thank goodness there's only one way up for the leaves to go. Oh, make sure you put your ATC cards, Diana, what you've been making in your in the Crunchy Crafts Friends group. We'd love to see what you've been doing. Let's take that one off. Pop that one there. This is so smooth to use, guys. It's lovely. I can't wait for the mini one to be released. Right, so just a few more leaves to do. And then we can put the page together. Diana, we're building a scrapbook page this morning. I've showed you how to use a tea plate to make your design. You're watching whilst you wait for your client to return home. You've got a client coming to the house, Mary. We're doing a scrapbook page. Right, so I absolutely love this machine. I'd tell you if I didn't think it was worth it, but it definitely is. It's sturdy, it's robust, and it's smooth. And it folds up so it sits on my desk beautifully. So it is definitely worth the money. Okay, so fold it back up. And it's not as heavy as my A4 Big Shot, which is good. Right, let's just put these dies away a minute before they all slip out the packet. I'll stick them back down properly later. I know where they are now. So now we can start to build our page. So just a reminder, this is what we were aiming for. So this is the original page. Oh, Mary, you're parked outside her house. Oh my gosh, in this heat. Wow. That's not good. Not good at all. Right. It is so hot. Right, so this is our original page. Diana Fox, I need to go back to my... Started making my son when he was at school and he's getting married in April next year. It's all right, Diana, we've all got scrapbooks like that, actually. Oh, I'm glad he's doing something, Shirley. That's good for him. Right, so we're going to stick these down. But first of all, we need to get rid of our lines, okay? So a normal pencil rubber, okay, which I've got somewhere. There it is. Normal pencil rubber, okay? Because you've used just a normal pencil. Haven't pressed very hard. So you can just get rid of these lines now. So you didn't press hard on your paper. They were just a guide. Oops. Okay. So they should all be gone now. Okay. Right. So now we can put our photos like that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring that one down a bit because I think I might have that there. I don't want to cover too much C up. No, I don't like that. Right, that is going back up there. That's going there. Right, okay, so I'll add those bits on. Right, so good old Tombow is what I stick my photos on with. Okay. So I'm going to pop that one there, making sure it's reasonably straight because I don't tend to do straight. Okay, so that's that one. Morning, Belinda. Whoops, Tombow's just going all over the place. And that is that one. I've just noticed it matches the flower in my hat. Hadn't noticed that before. Right, so all our little bits with die cut, we're going to shape them. So I'm going to do my leaves one way, and then I'm just going to do the tip the other way, so it kind of gives you an S shape. So down and then up, down and then up. Down and then up. I thought I'd done 5 leaves. Down and then up. Hang on, let's just do that one a bit more. Okay, so we've got 5 shaped leaves. My flowers, I'm just going to shape them all like this. And then I'm just going to shape the tips. Don't really want too much of a line. I just want to give them some shape. So that way, to start with. I tell you what, Shirley, I'll come down, all right? Right, so, and then we've got 4 small ones. Okay, so much the same way. Oh, hang on, let's go the right way, shall we? One. And again, I'm just going to do the edges just to give them some shape. Although by the time they go in a Polly Pocket, they're going to be flat anyway. So that's that one. I am so glad you can't see me. It's so hot in this room. I am melting. Right, so we've got our page, so that those are stuck on. So I need my glue dots to start with. So I'm going to position a couple of leaves like that. A flower like that. And there, I think. And then we're going to have this one here. Okay, I need that leaf. There we go, that's better. Tucked in behind there. Right, so I'm having that one there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a dimensional, because I am going to stick that one on with a dimensional. Like that. Both boys asked for new ones. I did 2 in 2 weeks before. My goodness me. Right, so there you go, Shirley. Tracy is our expert scrapbooker. Although I have to say Baz, who is normally here, she's very good. She does some amazing scrapbooks. Right, so we need to add a little bit of something down into this one. Or do we do it at the top? Do we? Top? Kind of balances that out. I don't really want to do it down there. I reckon up there. There, that's where I'm doing it. Right, so let's grab some leaves. I have my leaf. Let's push that down a bit. There we go, one. Don't forget, rule of 3 or 5. I think I have 2 there, actually, like that. I might have a leaf. So we've got 5 there. So I might just... No, but a couple of flowers. Have it there. There and there. And a dimensional. Pop that one up in there. Like that. I've got a leaf left. Would you believe it? What do you reckon? In there? Yeah, that's all right. Let's pop that one in there. And then it's used, isn't it? There it is. Okay, so that, let's just add some sparklies. Now on the other page, and I'm going to match them up because they're going to go in the album together. I've used some retired ones, so let's see if I can find them again. There they are. These are some retired sparklies that I had. They are Stampin' Up ones. So, I'm going to have 3. 1, 2, 3 there, down by my friendship bit. I'm going to have a few centres, and I'm going to make the centres different colours. A few centres. Have one up there. And I think that is pretty much done. I'm really happy with that. What do you all think? Are we in agreement? That's kind of, you know, I think that's kind of, so this, let's see if I can show you. See if we can do them so they're kind of together. So those will be, whoops. Sorry, Dolly, I just shot that straight across the floor at you. Right, so those will be my double spread. So you've got that one and then that one. So those are my pages. Blue rubbers all over that one. Okay, so there you go. So they will go into a scrapbook together. I'm kind of pleased with them. So don't forget, a tea plate makes a great layout. All right, you don't need anything really fancy, just some stamps and a piece of 12 by 12 and off you go. Okay, right, I'm going to turn you round and up. Hang on, you can see my hands now. I'll sit back down. You can see the sweat dripping off my forehead now. I am absolutely melting. It is so, so hot. Please pray for some rain. Glasses were slipping off my face. That's educational, isn't it? Right. Oh, you can see the doodah thing. Look, never mind. Right, so guys, have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. I've got a couple of last bits to do before I can print my instructions out for my kits, and then I will be delivering my kits this afternoon and tomorrow. Have a lovely, lovely day. Stay safe, and I will see you on Saturday. We'll be doing another project with Timeless Tropical on Saturday, and we'll be using some of the die cuts, and I'm going to have a hidden sentiment, okay, in Saturday's project. So stay safe, stay well, look after each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye.